Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
TSC has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation is proud to support St. Mary's athletics. We invite you to become a member of the Alumni Foundation by checking out our website at www.mhsaf.com or checking us out on Facebook. Good luck, Riders.
Hello. I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
St. Mary's traditions include football, SMAB, and Fowler's TV. Founded in 1957 by Richard and Peggy, Fowler's TV is celebrated, like a Rough Rider First Down, for its dedication to high-quality electronics, custom installations of indoor and outdoor TVs, Sonos sound systems, surveillance systems, and so much more. With 12 months of special financing available on approved credit, shopping local has never been better. Fowler's knowledgeable and friendly staff uphold the tradition of exceptional customer care, servicing only what they sell with the same or next day service.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Grand Lake Health Systems Court for another Rider Nation Station sports telecast. As tonight we bring you girls basketball from St. Mary's, as the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders host the Lady Cougars of Van Wert. I'm Joe Hurlbert. I'll be here to bring you all the play-by-play action. Joining me tonight in the booth is Kelly and Derek J. We hope that everybody has gotten dug out of this snowstorm that dropped on us last weekend. Of course, I think a lot of basketball games came to a screeching halt, and so now we're just starting to get back into it, and hopefully from here on out we'll be able to finish up the season, which is rapidly coming to a close, believe it or not.
I'm sure doing the reschedules was probably difficult for a lot of the athletic directors because not a lot of open playing dates at this point in time. You're kind of running out of days to schedule on. So,
well, the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders come in 10-7 overall, 3-3 in the Western Buckeye League, and the Van Wert Cougars 0-16 on the season, 0-6 in the Western Buckeye League. Let's talk briefly a little bit about the Van Wert Cougars.
Okay, to say that they're struggling is probably an understatement, coming in at 0-16. However, talked to Coach Dowdy before the game, and he said, you know, the focus right now for his kids is to come in and play hard and compete every night. And you know, whenever you're coaching a team that's not pulling in wins, you got to look for reachable goals, and you know, coming out and competing is something that you just have to stress every day in practice. If you look at their team, they do have some underclassmen. You know, they've got Jaslyn Florence as a junior, and Maya Dowdy, the coach's daughter, a junior as well. They got several younger people, so you know, I'm sure it's kind of a building issue right now, just trying to get a winning culture, and that is tough at this point in the season. You know, you only got a couple weeks left, and hopefully the kids will come out and play hard. They are led in scoring by Amaya Dowdy with just over 10 points a game, and Jaslyn Florence at just over 10 points a game. And if you look at their pass scores, with I kind of focused on WBL scores. Had a pretty competitive game with Wapak just a week ago. Dowdy with 12 and Florence with 9 points on the night. Same thing, a pretty competitive game with Defiance, with Diamicus tossing in 20 points, Dowdy again with 9. So, you know, there's some bright spots there, I think, that I'm sure they're looking to. I'm sure that for Coach Dowdy, it's going to be taking care of the ball, not turning it over, and I'm expecting them to probably come in and sit in the 2-3 zone, and so then it'll be up to St. Mary's to see if they can knock down some outside shots. Be patient and get some good shots.
Absolutely. Derek, for the Lady Rough Riders, they come in 10-7, 3-3 on the Western Buckeye League, and of course they're led by the 5'8 senior Sophia Menker, who's averaging in double digits.
Yeah, and she's had a really nice year, statistically speaking. Not just points, points are the headline when it comes to box scores, and everybody look at points. But she's been an efficient scorer for most of the year. You know, shooting almost 40% from three, nearly 75% from the line. So you know, when she goes out, she's knocking down shots that she should. She's not shooting too much. Pretty unselfish player. I think, kind of looking big picture here for the Riders. You know, they haven't probably quite achieved some of the goals that they had set. You know, they had talked about competing for a WBL title going into the year, and they've lost some games that they needed to win to make that happen. So that goal's kind of out of reach at this point in time. But tournament time's coming up, so it's kind of a reset of the season. Got to finish out strong. And I think really, for the most part, if you look at a lot of their schedule, they've won the games more or less that they are expected to win. And then they've lost a lot of the games that they weren't favored to win. And so that can sometimes be frustrating as a coach, where you're like, well, it'd be nice if we could pull off an upset here or there.
Right. A couple of those gray area teams.
Right. We're like, all right, this is going to be a tight game. Let's try to pull it out. And they haven't really done that. But, you know, again, focusing on tonight's game, this is a game they should definitely win and probably win big. So if you're St. Mary's, what are you focusing on? You're like, all right, we need to play efficiently and not let the game lull you to sleep, which is easy to do against a team who's 0-16. Your kids come out and you're just kind of walking through, not playing hard, which is bad reps. You know, it's still a different team than your practice. So, you know, get out, get some good reps, something that can kind of prep you for the rest of the year.
When I look, and I just kind of jumping off from there, Derek, when I look at their schedule, that it's kind of happened a little bit last week. Beat Knoxville handily, 66-40. And then, you know, kind of the we always call it smoking and joking kind of game.
Yeah.
And then come back 2 nights later, and you have to play OG. And if you look at it, they came out and they were down by 20 at halftime.
Yeah.
So, you know, did they kind of get into some bad habits against Knoxville and not a great team? Tonight, play Van Wert, not necessarily on paper a strong team, but who's waiting in the wings? Minster and St. Henry. Those are their next 2 games. You cannot build bad habits and then expect to come out and suddenly turn it on against a good team.
Well, they lowered the flag for the playing of the national anthem here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. While they do, we'll step away. We'll come back with the introduction of players and the tip-off of tonight's contest between the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders and the Lady Cougars of Van Wert. We'll do that when we come back.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbut alongside Kelly and Derek J as they get ready to introduce the players. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. I understand there may be some folks watching in Van Wert.
We always hope so. We always welcome those from the opposing team, and welcome the extended viewership for Rider Nation Station.
Absolutely.
And hope they enjoyed tonight's broadcast.
Well, while I got a moment, let's take a look at next week's schedule. The girls only have 2 more remaining home games, and it'll be next Tuesday, February 3rd versus St. Henry here. And, of course, on Thursday of next week, the 5th, they'll take on the Shawnee Lady Indians here. And that will conclude our broadcast schedule as far as girls basketball is concerned. The following week, we have 2 games with the boys. On Friday, February 13th, it'll be against Kenton. And on Saturday, we'll wrap up our telecast for boys basketball as Toledo Woodward rescheduled for the 3rd time, or at least the 2nd time. We'll see if they'll make it down. And that'll be on Saturday afternoon.
I can remember one year when we rescheduled with OG girls, we rescheduled 3 times. Yeah, there was weather.
And it happens, you know.
Yeah.
But really, like you said, it kind of throws your game system off. What the things that you do. You might play Monday, you might play Tuesday, you might play Thursday. You just don't know when they reschedule.
And I briefly mentioned just a couple minutes ago, our girls are rescheduled. They were supposed to play Minster on Tuesday. They are now playing this Saturday, 2 days at Minster. And I've been told that that's a 10 a.m. JV tip-off, so early morning sort of.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And again, when you look at game preparation and what you're trying to accomplish throughout the season, you're focusing at this point on tournament time, sure. Derek. Yeah. As you just said, WBL title, that's kind of by the wayside. So it's time to start focusing in on that tournament. And they've got a couple good teams on the schedule. And throw Shawnee in the mix there as well, a pretty strong team that the girls can use to
really boost your seed.
Yeah, boost the seeding. The seeding is not this Sunday, but the following Sunday is the tournament draw. And really just kind of prep you for a tournament run. And I think St. Mary's is definitely capable of making the tournament run.
Yeah. I think when the engines are running well, that they're definitely capable of competing with nearly anybody. When they're shooting well, and playing efficiently, playing good defense. I think that's something very achievable for them. So yes, that's what you're tuning up for at this point in time.
So talking to Coach Scott Jordan before the game, and he talked about some of the same things that we kind of mention every game. St. Mary's can't turn the ball over, and he wants to focus defensively on keeping people in front. They've had an issue here, a majority of the season of people being able to drive on them. Yeah. And so he said we got to keep people in front. And then he said on the other end of the court, he expects the 2-3 zone from the Cougars, and he wants to make sure that the kids are getting good shots, being patient, not settling for deep threes, and just taking advantage of some of the strengths that the Riders have offensively.
All righty, Carly. Booyer and Audrey Reinecke step to center court. Official blows the whistle. Tosses it up. Ball is controlled by the Lady Riders.
And
go ahead.
That looks a little 1-3-1-ish, a little twist in the defensive action there.
And already we have a turnover by the Lady Riders. Over and back is the call. You know, I think if you're Scott Jordan, you want to kind of emphasize with your players, do not play down.
Right.
Sometimes teams have a tendency to play down to the level of their competition, and you don't want that right now toward the end of the season going into tournament time. You want to play your basketball and let the score take care of itself.
Yeah, that looks like a 1-3-1 to me.
Menker launches a three, got it. Sophia Menker, the 5'8" senior. And we have a turnover, Van Wert, as Jaslyn Foran steps on the line and steps out of bounds. Good double team there by the Lady Riders defense. Henshin triggers it in, Menker.
It was good ball movement on that last possession by the Riders.
Skip pass in the corner, it goes to Reinecke, three-point shot, nope, off the iron, needs the follower shot. Run down by Henshin, good job. Claire Turner with the basketball, puts it on the floor. Scoop shot goes up and under, and it was last touched by the Lady Cougars. And Mike Dowdy is a pretty vocal coach over there on the sideline.
I like it.
Turner in the corner. Jacobs. Henshin. Reinecke's going to launch a three. Got it. 6-0 Riders jump out on top. Cougars
Logan,
get it down.
if we can keep
Turnover.
that clip right there, that'll be great for halftime.
Here comes the Lady Riders off the Cougar turnover behind the back dribble by Menker to Jacobs. Lauren gets double teamed. She needs to get rid of the basketball. She does to Henshin to Menker. Drop pass into Reinecke, a little turn move, and 2 points for Reinecke. That's her 5th point.
Little size advantage over Booyer, and there, who I think is listed at like 5'9". The 6'1" Reinecke was able to take advantage of that.
Shot put up and good by Allison Geib. Drop down to Turner, kick it back out to Menker. Bingo. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc for Sophia Menker.
Menker shooting exceedingly well right now from the three-point line. She dropped in 25 against New Knoxville. Coming out here tonight and hitting 2 already.
Menker stops and pops. Nope, that won't go. Rebound, batted around. It's on the floor. People are diving. Riders come up with it. Menker, Reinecke in the corner, goes to Jacobs for 3. Nope, off the back of the iron. Good job by Claire Turner. Menker for another 3. Nope, off the front of the iron. And we've got a foul. I think it's going to be called on Menker. D'Amicis will trigger it in. She'll give the ball to Amaya Dowdy. Shot put up and is good. A 3-point shot put up by Katie D'Amicis.
5'5" senior, averaging 5 points a game for the Cougars.
Henshin drops it down low to Reinecke, goes up off the glass. Nope, won't go. Battle for it. Here comes the Cougars. Dowdy with the basketball. Get it to D'Amicis. Dowdy's going to launch a 3. Nope, won't go. Reinecke there for the board. Here comes Jacobs. He's got people on the wing. Minker just can't handle it, loses it, trickles out of bounds. 11-5 on the Sean Barnett Electrical scoreboard with 4:04 remaining here in the first quarter.
As with our boys' turnovers have been sometimes a real issue for the girls. And the other area that they've had an issue with is giving up offensive rebounds to the other team.
I think the foul's going to be on Logan Henson.
Right foul 11, Logan Henson, her first, team second.
I think Logan was probably a little upset herself. There's probably a pass that could have been stolen, didn't quite get there, and then committed the foul afterwards.
Okay,
Ball trickles off the hands of Natalie Krager.
Cougars kind of extending that 1-3-1 a little bit, picking the Riders up a little higher.
Reinecke in the corner. Kick it out to Minker. She squares her shoulders, lets it fly. Up, nope, won't go. Turner and Henson battle after the rebound. And
I think they're not having Turner.
Foul's going to be on Claire Turner. Kaya Fulmer's going to check into the ball game.
Fulmer was kind of the one bright spot against the OG Titans last week, tossed in 18 points.
Good job by Jacobs tipping it around. Shot put up by Fulmer is good. Here comes
Right
Demikas
there.
for the Cougars. Minker's behind and knocks it out of bounds. Good hustle by Sophia Minker.
I was slow on the trigger on that one, Joe. I should have had Logan keep that clip, but I was, falling asleep here at the job.
Shot missed. Here comes the Lady Riders. Minker will bring it across the 10-second line. Riders will set up the offense. Lauren Jacobs, Minker. Reinecke's not shy. She'll let it go, and she hits it.
We can pull that clip too, Logan. That'd be a good one to diagram with the 1-3-1. Don't get a lot of 1-3-1 here on Rider Nation Station.
Comes Dowdy with the basketball, kicks it off to Foster. Ball stolen. Here comes the Rough Riders.
Fulmer gets a...
She turned it over. She carried it.
Not called much in
No,
today's
it's
basketball.
not. It's not at all.
Maker's probably going, what?
It's probably the right call, but boy, you just never see
yeah,
it. So I understand her confusion there.
Kaliana Bondals checks into the ball game. Ball stolen, then stolen back.
Right back.
And Demikas picks up the basketball. Gets it to Florence. To Dowdy, off the glass, won't go. Gets her own rebound, blocked by Reinecke. And last touch by Audrey Reinecke.
And that's an example right there where the Riders gave up the first shot, but then didn't get the rebound. So they gave up a possession, and now here we're talking about a third possession.
Good inbounds play by the Van Wert Cougars as Amaya Dowdy will go to the line. She was fouled by Claire Turner.
Chef auto replay right there showed Claire Turner falling asleep on the backside. Completely turned her head.
Dowdy comes in at 10.2 points per game for the Cougars. I do not have free throw percentages. To be honest, I wasn't positive that we were going to play tonight. So totally my fault.
Dowdy misses both free throws. Rough Riders have the basketball. 1:54 remaining here in the first quarter. Riders on top by 11. In the corner to Bondals, goes up with a shot, won't go. Ball loose on the floor, last touch by the Cougars.
And Derek, you said we haven't seen the 1-3-1 much. That was a good look cross court. That's something that a lot of times it is open against the 1-3-1.
Yep, be good to diagram just because we don't see many teams play the 1-3-1.
Bondals with a three, won't go. Rebound comes down to Dowdy. Dowdy, 1-on-3, nice pass, shot up, go! That's nice play.
Really good.
Jaslyn Florence gets a nice assist from Dowdy and finishes. Reineke's going to launch again. She hits another three. Well, I know where I'd go.
She's feeling it.
I do it until they stop her.
She's right now is the leading attempt person in three-pointers for the Riders. Kind of unusual for
a 6'1" person.
Yes, 6'1" center. She's willing to step out there. I think Florence may have gotten a little body contact on that shot.
Dowdy goes up with a shot. Nope, won't go. Rebound Fulmer, and we got a whistle and a foul.
Cougar foul, number 30, Flannery Foster. Her first, team's first.
I want to welcome Lily Ramel tonight. She's on the floor. Her first game with Rider Nation Station. So the shot right there is from Lily Ramel.
We're hoping to make her a permanent.
Woo. She's on a heater.
Reineke for three. Yep,
Is that four?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, that rim is looking really, really big right now for Reineke.
Florence with the basketball.
And that's one where you go, don't take her out because she's not tired.
No, not at all.
You're never tired when you're hitting that way.
D'Amicis with the basketball. Gives it to Dowdy. Last touched by Caliana Bondals. Whose shot is that?
Yeah, don't know.
10 seconds remaining. Riders on top, 22-7.
A deep three.
It is a deep three, and that horn sounds the end of the first quarter, so we're a quarter of the way through tonight's ball game. The Riders lead 22-7. We'll come back with the second quarter right after this.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Are you tired of the same old mass-produced items and looking for something unique? We specialize in creating custom projects tailored to your style. Whether it's cutting boards, tables, crosses, or other items, we can bring your ideas to life. Contact Milner Woodworking today to start your custom project.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court, Joe Hurlbert alongside our Rider Nation station crew.
That was another 1-3-1 back at the other end this time.
Fulmer missed the easy shot inside the paint. Jacobs, Fulmer gets it again. I'd go right over to Reineke. Fulmer goes up with it, rolls around, won't go.
I like having someone in the middle, though, that will attack that from that soft spot there.
Oh, nice block by Fulmer as Katie D'Amicis tried to jump shot, slapped right back in her face. Jaslyn Florence with the basketball, guarded by Lauren Jacobs. Dowdy with the basketball. Riders set up in a zone themselves. D'Amicis goes inside and it's knocked away, and
D'Amicis, got to give her credit for going in there and getting into the paint at 5'5".
Against Reineke
yeah,
at 6'1".
Yeah. The Riders are long, right? They have a pretty tall lineup in right now with Fulmer and Reineke, so yeah, got a little bit too deep. This looks more 2-3-ish by the Cougars.
Tired of giving up those Audrey Reineke corner threes, I'm sure.
Right. Nice closeout.
Bondals drives the paint, banks it off the glass for her first 2 points of the night. Riders on top 24-7.
And the Riders look like they're in a man here this possession.
Florence with a shot, nope, off the iron. Rebound comes down to Booyer. Got a whistle on the floor. Foul is on Lauren Jacobs.
And the Cougars have had a couple good possessions where they have attacked the basket, and you have to continue to go north-south. You can't just go east-west all the time. So the good possessions for them. Has it yielded a lot of points? No, but that's certainly something positive for Coach to work on or to talk about later on.
Bella Bem checks into the lineup for Van Wert, number 3. Maya Dowdy hits the free throw, 24-8 on the Sean Barnett Electrical scoreboard.
Good communication by the Cougar defense. A lot of talking. I think the Riders got away with a big-time travel on that one. Yeah.
And also, it seems the Riders are getting away from trying to get the ball to Audrey Reineke in the corner. She'll shoot it from there.
Doesn't matter where.
Boy, she's having herself a night to this point in the contest. 5:30 remaining here in the first half. Florence give the ball to Bem. Dowdy. Off the iron, won't go. Fulmer with the rebound. Kick it back into Minker. Riders are coming the other way. Jacobs going to launch a 3. Nope, off the iron. Rebound, Bondals. Minker off the glass. Nope, that won't go. Here comes the Cougars with the basketball. Booyer with it. Got Minker behind her. She steals the basketball and steps on the line. Comes Logan Henshin into the ball game. Good minutes by Kaliana Bondals, that's for sure. Forced it down inside. Minker comes up with the steal. Reineke gets it to fall. 18 points here in the first half. Well, it's actually 18 points in the first quarter and a half.
This might be a career high, maybe.
Dowdy with the ball, gives the ball to Florence. Chaslin with the basketball. In the corner it goes to Bem. Shot up, nope, won't go. Rebound Henshin, and good job by Amaya Dowdy. She ties up Henshin. Possession arrow favors the Van Wert Cougars, so it'll stay right here underneath the Cougars basket. Florence launches a three and got it. Maker thought about a three, pulls it down. Jacobs. Fulmer for three. Nope. Rolls out. Rebound comes down to the Cougars. Here comes Bem with the basketball. Shot up, blocked. Rebound comes down to Reinecke. Manker, 1-on-4. Goes up with a shot. That won't go. Here comes Florence. And knocked out of bounds by Henshin.
A little sloppy offensively by the Riders.
Yeah. Well, we talked to, and I'm sure that's why there's timeouts occurring here.
It's our first timeout called of the first half. Riders call it. Riders lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hold your horses, literally. Here comes Rocky, trotting in with some big news.
Yeehaw, Rider Nation. The Rider Rooters give back to every Rough Rider sports program.
That's right. Rider Rooters help supply gear, scoreboards, and the extras our athletes need to succeed. So saddle up and purchase your Rider Rooter membership, because here at St. Mary's, Riders ride together.
Thank you for your support. Go Riders!
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach.
If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343.
2:53 remaining here in the first half from Grand Lake Health Systems court. Riders on top. They steal the basketball all the way up the floor. It goes to Manker. Manker 1-on-2. Tried to split the defense, and Amaya Dowdy just takes the ball right away from her, so I'll go the other direction. Shot up off the glass is good.
Really under control by Dowdy. Pulling up, just didn't get too deep and banked it off for two.
Kaya Fulmer was going to swat that one if she went too deep.
Yep.
Manker for three. Well, that was a long way away.
Yeah, that was a deep one.
Boom.
I don't want to say the Riders needed that, but boy, they'd had some fruitless possessions there for a while.
Well, and that's why
Looked a little sloppy.
That's why Coach Jordan called that timeout. Yeah. I know for sure that was a hey, we got to clean things up a little bit.
Dowdy, drop it down low. Shot put up and in by Carly Booyer.
Nice pass and a nice finish.
Henshin, Jacobs, wide open, decides to take it into the paint, kicks it back out to Manker. Henshin for three, or I'm sorry, that was Reinecke for three. Riders have it, and eventually it sails out of bounds. Kendall
She's
Davis.
human.
She is human, yeah.
Yep.
And a little rushed on that one. She wasn't real set, but again, when you're that hot, I'm okay taking that shot.
Deserve a little leniency on your shot selection.
Right.
Shot put up by Dowdy. Nope, off the back of the iron. Rebound fought for. Manker comes up with the basketball.
And to me, that's a bad defensive possession by the Riders, giving up just a wide open shot there.
Good pass.
Oh, that's nice look.
Pass.
Nice finish by Audrey Reinecke. That's her 20th point.
Little high-low action by the two bigs.
We're under a minute, 55 seconds remaining. Florence shot, won't go. Fulmer with the rebound. Here comes Manker. Behind the back dribble. Fulmer drives the paint, goes up with a running one-hander and gets it. Boy, just kind of went up there and just died and then fell through.
Nice little floater by the freshman.
There's a guy with the basketball in the paint. Spin move, shot up.
Spin move.
Nope, won't go. Rebound. by Flannery Foster.
Love that name. You know, as an English teacher, I love the alliteration.
Oh, do you?
I love alliteration. Yes.
Menker for three, got it. Boy, the Riders are hot from beyond the arc, aren't they?
Yes. And
shot up, nope, won't go. That horn sounds the end of the first half with the score on the Sean Barnett Electrical scoreboard. It's your St. Mary's Rough Riders 38, the Van Wert Lady Cougars 17. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with halftime right after.
I'm Larry Gruber, longtime educator and St. Mary's wrestling coach.
If you're in need for any electrical upgrades, whether big or small, for your business or home, reach out to Sean Barnett Electrical at 567-259-8343.
Trying to do electrical work on your own can be shocking and painful.
Wow! Hi, I'm Sean Barnett with Sean Barnett Electrical for your home or your business, and I do support this pinch.
Hey there, Rough Rider Country. If you need a van, truck, car, SUV, motorcycle, camper, boat, or any other form of transportation, come on down to Shaft Auto Sales. I know you got vehicle needs, and I got needs too. I need to know that you got the right kind of truck to get the job done. And I need to know that you got a fun set of wheels to cruise around in. And I need to know that your kids are safe when you take them for a ride.
Thanks, Aaron High, the car guy.
I'm Aaron High, the car guy with Shaft Auto Sales. I sell cars to Rough Rider fans, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about. Hi, I'm Jay Gibson, proud owner of Varsity Lanes since 2003. Visit Varsity Lanes for exceptional fun and mouth-watering food. Opt for our classic ham and cheese, or choose from various other delectable options. Every Friday night, join Rough Rider fans in the lounge for food, drinks, and St. Mary's football. Can't make it? Takeout and delivery services available. Varsity Lanes is your go-to spot for daily lunch specials and dinner options. Whether you dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, Varsity Lanes, locally owned and operated, and the home of state bowling champions, and where amazing dining meets fun. Tempted? Visit or call us now. Have you made the call yet?
We did! Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
All right, we have 2 quarters in the books. We are at halftime, and the Lady Riders lead by a score of 38-17 over the Lady Cougars of Van Wert. I'm going to turn it over to Kelly and Derek, and they'll take you through halftime, and they'll show you some things that took place with the telestrator.
All right. Derek, hit us with stats.
Well, yeah, we'll take a look at stats here. Start off with the Van Wert Cougars. Led in scoring through the first half by Jaslyn Florence, 5 points, followed by Katie Diamikis and Amaya Dowdy, both with 3. And then host girls, Carly Booyer, Allison Geib, and Flannery Foster, all with 2 points. Van Wert shooting 7 of 26 from the field, 27%, 2 of 9 from 3, 22%. They're rebounding reasonably well, considering St. Mary's is shooting so well. You know, when your opponent shoots really well, just fewer rebounds to be had. But they're rebounding well, and they've gotten 5 offensive boards, so definitely a bright spot and something to work on that we've talked about with the Riders before. The defensive glass, something they struggle with sometimes. But really, statistically for the Riders here, it's the Audrey Reineke show, and really Sophia Menker, you know, all from the 3-point line, also having a nice half. So Reineke's got 20. She is 8 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, as well as having 2 blocks, 4 rebounds. So just good all-around first half for Audrey. Menker as well, shooting it very well. 12 points, 4 of 6 from 3 as well. And then, you know, point-wise, rounding out it, it's pretty one-dimensional. It's those 2. Then you got Kaya Fulmer with 4 and Kalyana Bond-Alls with 2. And that completely rounds out the scoring for the Riders. Just want to kind of highlight the freshman Fulmer's just having a nice all-around first half. You know, she's got 4 points. But I also got her for 4 blocks, an assist, and 4 rebounds. So just nice all-around 4 game for Kaya Fulmer. So yeah, we'll transition over to the telestrator here. Kind of at least exciting for me to be able to do the 1-3-1. Just not a lot of teams that play it. Kind of got to have the right personnel for it, or at least think you can expose a certain weakness in an opponent. And so, and I would say too, from a coaching perspective, kind of hard to teach. There are some things that you have to do in a 1-3-1 that are a little unique that you don't necessarily do in other zones. So it's a little harder to teach, I think, is why a lot of teams don't do it. So pulling up the clip here, we look and it's kind of in the classic 1-3-1. You got, let's see if I can figure out how to click my way through it here. So you have your 1 here, and then your 3 across right here, here, and here. And then down at the bottom, you got your 1. Usually the way most teams are going to play the 1-3-1 is this girl, Diamikis here at the bottom, is going to run your baseline. So she's responsible for the entirety of corners. So that'll become important as we kind of talk about how the Riders are going to discuss it. Every once in a while, you'll get a team where this wing will come down and cover corners. But most teams don't play it that way, and for the most part, Van Wert hasn't there in the first half. So,
and some will also throw in their trap.
Yes, yeah, a lot of teams are going to trap here in the corner, and one of the other things that teams will do, and really for Van Wert, and I believe it's Florence. Yeah, Florence here is playing at the top. She's pretty long, and so one of the things you can do it with a 1-3-1 is you'll play this top person like this, so she's parallel to the sideline here. So your goal here generally is to try to prevent an easy reversal here. You're trying to make teams play mostly on this side of the floor. Meaning offensively, what's your goal? Your goal is to be able to reverse it quickly from here to the other side of the floor. Why? Because this person is responsible for so much territory. She's responsible for all of this here. So you're trying to make her run, essentially. So we'll kind of play through the clip here. So, Riders and
stop it right there. And I will say this, that when I was coaching this bottom person, if I can run this here, when I was coaching this bottom person, what her instructions was to always stay in line. Whoa, bad line there, but in line with the ball. Like here, wherever the ball went, if the ball went sideways, she goes sideways. So as long as the ball's over there, she's going to be over there as well. And I know where you're headed with this, Derek. When she's over there, that means that this area back here is going to be unguarded.
Right.
Keep going.
and you can kind of see here as our point that that it's so important to reverse the ball. Why? Because you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 defenders all on one side of the floor. They're all over here. So they're saying, we're trying to keep the ball on this side of the floor and don't let you reverse it. So, like I said, trying to reverse it so the Riders get it across. Probably too easy of a pass here that Florence allowed. You're trying to prevent those easy reversals. So Riders really doing a nice job, but Van Wert's in good position. They're really not out of position quite yet. But what does it here? That reversal. Fulmer does a great job hitting the reversal all the way across, so you make this bottom person come up. Now, she probably didn't need to. This is probably needs to be Florence that steps over to take this. But that quick reversal from here to here is what gets these two here and here out of position, and it's going to end up with a Audrey Reinecke 3. Good extra pass from Sophia Menker into the corner, and Reinecke buries the 3. But all started from Fulmer over here making the direct reversal. It's really pretty tough with the 1-3-1 to dribble your way out of it in terms of penetration, because there are always so many people on the ball side, and you're going to have a lot of people. If the ball's over here, there are going to be a lot of defenders over there with it. So it's tough to drive your way out of it. You really kind of got to reverse your way out of it.
And one thing we always talk about, if the ball is up here, then diagonal a lot of times is going to be open. If the ball's down here, same thing. A lot of times right up here diagonal is going to be open. It puts that backside person in a quandary. Who am I going to cover?
Right, because as we saw earlier, they had 4 people on ball side, so that means you have 1 or 2 people on the backside that are unguarded. So you have to quickly reverse it, and Riders did a good job there. For the most part, they really did a nice job attacking the 1-3-1.
And Coach Dowdy, I'm sure, was not expecting Audrey Reineke to come out and drill four threes, and Sophie Minker drill 4 threes, shooting incredibly well.
Right, they're shooting over 50% from 3 as a team. So if you're Coach Dowdy, you probably live with that. You know, say, all right, we gave it a shot.
All righty, both teams back on the floor as we get ready for the second half. Riders lead on the Sean Barnett Electrical scoreboard 38-17. Riders have the basketball. Here comes Lauren Jacobs with it.
And it looks like the Cougars have said we're going to go man.
And you can't dribble through it, and so they force a turnover. Here comes Katie D'Amicus coming the other way. Kick it over to Dowdy. Goes up off the window and 2 points. Cougars score first here in the second half.
And now the Cougars jumping into a little 1-2-2, looks like half-court kind of trap. If I'm Coach Scott Jordan on that last possession there, I'd have been furious. The Riders did a poor job of getting back. It was a very well executed fast break by the Cougars, but Riders did not do a good job getting back.
2 trips down the floor for the Lady Riders, 2 turnovers. Here comes Cougars the other direction. Dowdy to give it to Florence, to D'Amicus.
Cougars being patient.
Florence with a shot. Nope, won't go. Rebound Henshin. Henshin to Minker. Riders coming the other direction. Jacobs for 3. Nope, won't go. Rebound Reineke up off the glass. Easy 2. Nice stick back by the 6'1 junior, Audrey Reineke.
And just went right up and over Allison Geib, the 5'9 senior for the Cougars. Kind of an easy board for Reineke.
Shot up by Amaya Dowdy. You could hear head coach Mike Dowdy said clear. So apparently that means get out of the paint.
Get out of there and let her drive. Nice job, nice soft touch for the junior.
Turner goes up. No foul, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Rider ball underneath their own basket.
There's a play to run for Audrey Reineke right now. I think I would be doing that for the Riders. There we go.
Reineke up. Nope, won't go.
That's the easiest shot she's had all night.
Too close.
Yeah.
Nice defense by Reineke. She swats the ball away. Here comes Minker behind the back dribble. Spin move into paint. Reineke for 3. Got it.
She just needed to back up.
Yeah, exactly. Last one, she's too close.
Yeah.
Can't hit him from 5 or 6 feet. Got to back out beyond the arc. Guy with it. Ball stolen. Here comes Minker. Turner in the paint, spin move, and it's not going to happen. Ball knocked out of bounds, but she's fouled.
Turner was looking for a foul on the last possession that she had. Didn't get it, got it this time.
Carly Booyer picks up the foul for the Cougars. We got a whistle on the floor.
I would prefer that shot with the left hand, but that's me.
Sophia Minker, the 5'8 senior at the line.
Comes in shooting 72% from the free throw line for the season. And has the most attempts by quite a bit. Which you would expect because she's
a good ball handler,
and
so she takes it to the paint.
Yep.
Or takes it to the hole. Missed them both. Minker's going to launch a three. Rolls around and gets it.
Wow, great roll. Great roll.
So she sacrificed 2 to get 3. It works. Ryder steal it. Turner got it for 3. We'll see if head coach Mike Dowdy wants to call a timeout. Obviously, momentum's in the favor of the Riders. 2-on-1. Shot put up by Geib is good.
And again, the Cougars executed a nice fast break there. The Riders didn't get back.
Turner lobs it down to Reineke. Oh, got it.
This is a career night for Audrey Reineke.
27 points.
Going for a 30 ball.
Claire Turner steps in front of the pass. Good defense there by Claire. Here comes the Riders the other way. Jacobs for 3 won't go. Claire Turner, good position. Last touch by Allison Geib of Van Wert. Reineke rolls around, got it.
There it is.
29 points. I'll tell you what was good about that. Is that we're going to miss it there on the Larry Schaff auto sale instant replay. Is that the pass into her, she didn't bring it down.
Yeah,
she kept it above her head, and it was 6-1. Nobody can get it.
Do you think that Coach Jordan's listening to me at halftime? I did say, right before that, the first inbounds play here in the second half, I said, hey, I'd be running one for Reineke, and they ran it for Reineke, and run another one. Bingo. They run it for Reineke.
Yeah, I get it.
I think maybe it's got an earpiece in there or something.
Well,
Reineke with 29.
Yep. Yeah, she's having a career night.
It looks like the Cougars back to a 2-3.
Turner, Reineke's going to hit a shoot a 3, no good. Turner, nope, foul. Foul is going to be on Flannery Foster.
Yep. The Cougars have not handled the Rough Rider size inside very well.
Right.
And again, that's something that has been adverse for the Riders all season. So
Claire Turner with her 4th point from the free throw line.
Kendall Davis in for the Rough Riders.
Shot up, won't go. Rebound comes down. Reineke. Turner puts the ball in the paint, gives it off to Bondals, off the glass, rolls around, won't go. Shot up, nope, won't go. Rebound. Foster tries to save it, steps out of bounds.
Riders were kind of letting that one go. She made a valiant attempt to save it, but.
Here comes Kendall Davis in the ball game. She'll bring it across the 10-second line. Picked up there by Florence. Fulmer. Reineke stops, shot up is good. 31.
See, I'm giving kudos there to Kea Fulmer. She said, I could drive in there, but I know who's got the hot hand right now.
Without question.
Yeah. Tossed it back to Reineke and said, here, get 2 more for us. I think sometimes when you get a game like this, sometimes other players will come into the game and Coach Hagemeyer used to call it what, Derek?
My turn.
My turn, yeah. and it's easy to get into the my turn mindset when you get into games like this.
She's dead, yeah.
Kendall Davis with the basketball. Gives it to Turner's going to launch a three. Nope. Rebound, Bondals, and she's fouled as she tries to go back up with the shot.
Bondal's typically a pretty good free throw shooter, 77%. Hasn't been to the free throw line a ton.
Free throw,
Kalyana hits the free throw. She'll get one more. Rolls around and falls through.
Nice shooter's roll there by Bondals.
Yep.
And the PA announcer.
Yes, it is.
Just announced
running
clock.
But also keep in mind, if they hit this one, now it's back to regular.
No.
It's not?
No.
What's it have to go down to 30?
Yeah.
Down below 30?
Yeah.
And that three was by Leah Kreitz.
Oh, okay.
Reinecke collecting another 2 points. And Booyer,
ball there.
Yeah, Booyer took it right up into Reinecke. That's a big girl to shoot over.
Fulmer with the basketball.
Not much movement out of the Riders there.
Turner goes up, left hand, got it.
Left hand by
Yes,
Turner.
it was.
Don't see that often by her.
Little scoop shot.
Florence with the basketball.
I think that's another block there, Derek.
You're gonna give her a block for that?
Oh yeah, she did. She did hit it. Yeah.
Number 10 into the ball game for Van Wert is Leah Kreitz. Claire Turner goes out. Get it in. Ball tipped up in the air. Kendall Davis with it. Jacobs.
Get in there.
Nope, short. Fulmer. Nice rebound. Goes up with a shot. Got it. And that's the horn. That sounds the end of the third quarter. We're 3/4 of the way through. The Riders lead 64-28 on the Sean Barnett electrical scoreboard. We'll step away. We'll be right back.
TSC has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Alrighty, we welcome you back for the final 8 minutes here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along. Joe Hurlbert alongside Kelly and Derek J. Riders lead 64-28 with 8 minutes remaining in the basketball contest. Guy with the basketball. Give it to Dowdy.
We do have the running clock going. Cougars showing good patience here. I would expect that the Riders will sub pretty quickly, I would think.
The last quarter will go by very quickly with that running clock.
Yeah, we're already almost a minute down in this quarter, just on this one possession.
Shot put up won't go. Nice job by Kendall Davis with it. Menker. Drop it down to Jacobs. Double team there. Ball loose on the floor. Jacob gets it off to Minker. To Reinecke. Minker behind the back dribble. Stops and pops from the free throw line. Bounces up. Won't go. Rebound. We got a jump ball. And it'll be the Riders' ball.
Logan Henson.
6 rebounds.
For Logan?
Yep.
Yep.
Doing the dirty work.
Fulmer in, Turner in.
I would assume that that's the...
Manker out and Reinecke out. I would assume that'd be the end of it.
Yeah, the end of
them.
the evening for those two. Fine offensive production.
Henson's going to launch a 3. Nope, won't go. Rebound. Fulmer batted it around and then steals it right back. Goes up off the glass. Got it. Oh, a little double dribble. Double dribble by Flannery Foster.
I think Foster turned around and saw Kaya Fulmer there and saw those long arms.
Let's try this one again.
Yeah, those long arms there, and she didn't want to be victim number whatever it is, 5 or 6 for a block shot.
Yep.
Thought better of it.
Number 2 in the ball game, Jillian Jacobs.
Younger sister of Lauren Jacobs, who's just putting the ball up on the shot. Sisters playing together on the floor. Yeah, the last we had that would have probably been the Rabel sisters.
I would think so.
That sounds about right.
Reese and Cora would have been on the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
And there's, they're going to get her for a foul.
Jada Watson went to the basket and she's fouled, so she'll go to the line and she'll shoot 2.
Watson, just a sophomore for the Cougars.
Piper Reams will check into the basketball game as well.
Nothing but net for Watson. Her first points of the night.
Claire Turner goes out. Watson with the second free throw. Got them both.
Free throw, Watson.
And again, we talked about, you know, the Cougars playing hard and competing, and I'm looking out there and I'm not seeing them hang their head. They're playing hard. Nice defensive chuck there by Diamikis on the cutter.
Jillian kick it back out there. Piper Reams. Underhand scoop shot by Fulmer, won't go. Here comes Van Wert. Florence gives it over to Dowdy. Down low it goes to Foster. Shot up, won't go. Gets her own rebound, rattles it in.
Foster sticking with it for the putback. Again, those are things down the road that the Riders can't have. They can't give up those extra possessions.
Reams, top of the key, give it to Fulmer. Jillian Jacobs with it. Reams. Drop it down low to Lauren Jacobs, goes up with a shot. Knocked out of bounds by Florence.
I think Florence gets a shot block on that attempt. And it looks like we have really brought in the total bench for the Riders. Jacobs and Fulmer done for the last couple minutes here.
Shot up and in.
Burt. Aubrey Burt.
Aubrey Burt, 5'5" freshman. Dowdy with the basketball.
Nice pass.
Shot up and it will count. Natalie Natalie Krager.
Little screen and roll. It was a nice pass and nice finish by Krager. Junior steps to the line to get the old-fashioned.
Yep.
Yes.
And she
oh,
doesn't.
Not quite.
Rebound put up, and it's good by Flannery Foster.
Flannery Foster, just a freshman. And has the potential to be top scorer for the Cougars tonight.
Got it.
7 points for Flannery Foster. We just have to say that name, Flannery Foster.
Flannery Foster, the fiery freshman forward. Now you say that one.
That's good.
Here comes Julian Jacobs, goes up, got it, and she's in the book.
Nice drive for the young sophomore
40 seconds remaining in the basketball contest. She's picked up her dribble. That's Bem. Shot put up by D'Amicis, won't go. Foster with the rebound, kick it back out. Shot up by Bem, won't go. Rebound. Kreitz, Foster, no. We're at 10. Just stand there.
I believe so. I believe that's, you get a wrap here.
That's a wrap. Final score, St. Mary's Rough Riders win it going away. St. Mary's 70, the Van Wert Lady Cougars, I have no idea. They took it off the 37. We'll take a break. We'll come back with stats, and we'll wrap things up tonight. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
The importance of quality driver's education for our teens is essential. Capabilities has provided classroom and in-car driving instruction for St. Mary's and surrounding communities for over 20 years. Live classroom and online options are available for our students. Capabilities also administers the Ohio BMV driver's exam for our students and the general public. Contact Capabilities today to learn more about our driver's education services.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbert alongside Kelly and Derek J. One final time as we wrap things up, let's take a look at some numbers. And I think the one that sticks out to me is what a night for Audrey Reinecke.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm sure career night led the way with 33 points. 14 of 20 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, and just all around. Obviously, just a pretty dominant performance. Very efficient. Didn't I didn't think really it forced any shots. Sometimes you start feeling it and you can force a few shots. You really didn't. Yeah, just an all-around great performance. Kind of rounding out scoring here for the Riders. Sophia Minker kind of quietly, a little quieter second half, just kind of played within herself, but still 15 points. Had herself a nice game, 5 of 7 from 3. Kaya Fulmer, really nice floor game, 8 points, but also 5 blocks, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So just really good overall there from the freshman. Finishing out scoring here, Kalyana Bond-Alls with 4. Then we have Lauren Jacobs and Claire Turner both with 3. Aubrey Burt with 2. Jillian Jacobs with 2. Rough Riders were 28 of 58 from the field, 48%. Pretty scorching from the three-point line, 11 of 24 for 46%. I thought one thing that they can definitely improve on, the Van Wert girls had 10 offensive rebounds, especially in a game where you shoot basically 50% from the field. So, not a lot of rebounds there to be had. That they really didn't rebound real well. So it's something to work on for the Riders. But for the Van Wert girls, led in scoring by both Dowdy and Flannery Foster, both with 7 points. And then we have Jaslyn Florence with 5, followed by Allison Geib, Carly Booyer with 4, Katie Diamikis, Leah Kreitz, both with 3, and then a couple girls with 2, Jada Watson and Natalie Krager. Van Wert 15 of 44 from the field, 34%, 3 of 14 from 3, 21%, and really just kind of rounds out stats. There wasn't a ton else that stood out. Again, I think worth giving another shout out to Audrey Reineke. Just great all-around game. I'm sure something she'll remember for years to come.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a great game. Was especially in that first half. I'm sure that rim looked about 5 feet wide for her.
Right. Close your eyes and kick it.
Yes,
it's going in.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, the Riders will be back. Lady Riders will be back in action Saturday on the road against Minster. We'll have them next week on Tuesday and again on Thursday, as St. Henry will be here on Tuesday and the Shawnee Lady Indians will be here on Thursday. That will wrap up our broadcasts for girls basketball until they get into the tournament play, which they may have a game here at home, which will be here. And, of course, the boys will be the week after as we wrap up the regular season. But I'll tell you what, a good night for the Rough Riders. I thought maybe they would play down a little bit. They didn't. They finished strong, started strong, finished strong. So that's going to do it for Rider Nation Station here tonight. We want to thank our camera gals tonight.
Camera gals,
yes. Lily Rammel, Sue Spencer, outstanding job, ladies. Also, Logan Yelton, Rich Spencer, pushing all the buttons for my colleague, Derek and Kelly J. Once again, the final score tonight, the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders win it, going away by a score of 70-30. I'm Joe Hurlbert. Until next time, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.